why human relationships break, and why communication collapses first. Human relationships rarely break all at once. They weaken in patterns, slowly, predictably, often invisibly, whether it's between friends, family members, coworkers, communities, or nations. Relationships don't collapse because people stop caring. They collapse because communication stops working under pressure. At first, communication is open. People explain. They clarify. They assume good intent. Over time, something shifts. People stop speaking to understand and start speaking to protect themselves. That shift is where breakdown begins. The first pattern is unspoken expectations. Every human relationship runs on expectations that are rarely negotiated. One person believes respect means checking in. Another believes respect means not interfering. One expects feedback to be direct. Another experiences directness as hostility. No one names these differences. So, when expectations aren't met, disappointment turns into resentment. Not because someone failed, but because the rules were never shared. The second pattern is misinterpreted signals. Humans don't react to words. They react to meaning. A short reply feels dismissive. Silence feels like rejection. A neutral tone feels cold. Example, a colleague says, "That's fine." One person hears agreement. Another hears passive resistance. Now people are responding to assumptions, not reality. This is how communication quietly becomes miscommunication. The third pattern is defensiveness. The moment someone feels blamed, learning stops. Example, "Why didn't you say anything?" is heard as, "You failed." So the response becomes justification, denial, or withdrawal. Defensiveness protects identity, but it destroys connection. Then comes a familiar cycle across all human systems. One person pushes, another pulls away. One wants clarity, the other wants space. One raises concerns, the other shuts down. The more one pushes, the more the other retreats. Both feel unheard, both feel misunderstood. Eventually, people stop being honest. They speak carefully, they avoid topics, they choose silence over friction. Silence looks like peace, until nothing meaningful can pass through it. This is where relationships hollow out. So how do these patterns get fixed? Not by smarter arguments, not by perfect wording, but by changing how communication is used. The first repair is making the invisible visible. Say expectations out loud. This is what support looks like to me. This is how I experience respect. Clarity prevents resentment. The second repair is slowing things down. When emotions are high, understanding is low. Pausing is not avoidance, as long as return is promised. I need time to think clearly. Let's continue this later. That sentence protects the relationship. The third repair is responding to emotion, not position. If someone says, "You never listen," the mistake is arguing facts. The work is hearing the need underneath. You want to feel heard. When needs are acknowledged, tension drops. The fourth repair is repair itself. Every human relationship will rupture. What matters is how quickly and sincerely people return. Repair sounds like, "I see how that landed. I misunderstood you. I could have handled that better." These statements rebuild trust without assigning blame. And finally, the most important shift. Stop treating communication like a battlefield. The goal is not to win. It's to understand. Healthy communication creates safety. Unsafe communication creates silence. When people feel safe, they explain instead of attack. They listen instead of defend. They stay engaged instead of withdrawing. Human relationships fail when communication becomes unsafe. They survive when communication becomes a place where honesty does not threaten belonging. That's not idealism. That's how humans are wired. And understanding that is how connection lasts.